but we got the win. What more can you ask for, right? Funny enough, the only place where we were seeing any rain showers was actually right over the Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. I'll show you that here in a second. But before I go ahead, we have a couple things to talk about this work week. We've got some cooler air, very sweater weathery. We've got a system coming through Tuesday, going to bring rain, a couple of thunderstorms in the mix possible as well. And then we enter a dry period. We'll also take a look at the tropics. I know I mentioned that last week, but if you guys have any questions that I don't cover in this video, go ahead, drop a comment, and we'll check it out. So highs today, we were rain cooled downtown Cleveland. We only hit 69, but most places were in the low to mid 70s. That's a below average unless you're in the Youngstown area. Typically we're upper 70s this point in time in the year. So first off, I want to pull up satellite and radar here and bring it back to the last, we'll say 8 hours, or 12 hours. We'll do 12 hours. If you'll notice, really, the very isolated pocket of showers we had was just over Cleveland. And I mentioned yesterday on our website, you know, there will be pockets of rain. Maybe they'll miss the stadium. Unfortunately, it did the exact opposite of that, but it's hard to pinpoint where those little pockets of rain are going to show up. So now what we're looking at is clearing skies tonight. It'll be a very gradual clearing. I expect we'll stay dry heading into Monday. And eventually the sun will start to make a comeback. It's going to be brief though. We have a weak high pressure on Monday, and then notice off to the west we've got this low. That'll track north of us, and the trailing cold front will bring in showers, I'd say late morning Tuesday, early afternoon, and then a couple thunderstorms possible. Showers linger on Wednesday, isolated chance on Thursday. So for tonight, the clouds will, as I said, very gradually begin to scatter. As that happens, we still have that very low level moisture, so patchy fog is likely to develop. So as you're heading out to work tomorrow morning, you might want to give yourself an extra couple minutes or check in with Scott, and he will let you know if your area is one that is seeing patchy fog development. Should burn off as the sun comes up and we warm up. A look at your drive to and from work tomorrow. By the time you're heading home, it should be a pretty nice day, mid 70s, not particularly average temps, a little below average possibly for some. That will depend on your cloud cover. So let's go ahead and take a look at Futurecast here. Tomorrow morning you'll be on either side of 60. There's that sun coming back. It may even be a little filtered through the afternoon. We'll be in the mid 70s overnight into early Tuesday morning. You're looking at low 60s. And a couple things here. So the clouds and the timing, as well as the temperatures of this as this system passes, should, as it sits right now, keep any severe storm threat at bay. Should we see this system slow down, it would allow for some more midday heating. We'll adjust as we approach, but right now it looks like it's moving pretty quick, moving into our area. So Tuesday, mid-morning to early afternoon, the showers start to show up, and it's going to be a kind of a cold, dreary day. Here's just a broader picture of it for you. There's that brief break in the wet, drizzly conditions. Rain shows up Tuesday morning. There are the lingering trough showers on Wednesday, and then we start to finally dry out on Thursday. As far as how much rain we're expecting out of this, if you get stuck under a quick thunderstorm, your rain totals might be slightly higher, but broad brush here, we're looking at about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Let's also talk the tropics. Yes, last weekend, I think, and earlier this week, I had mentioned, you know, we're watching Hurricane Lee. It is now a Category 3. Thankfully, it looks as though it's going to kind of take a harsh right turn, moving more northeasterly, and should eventually then kind of die down from what's expected to be a Category 4 back to a Category 1 as we head into Friday. So it'll take several days. But right now it looks as though the track of this, and again, things can change as we approach, but it should have no impacts to our forecast here at home, but also not make landfall, and hopefully no impacts to land in that sense as well off the East Coast. Here's a look at the 8-day forecast for you. We're going to be ready to get out our fall decorations Wednesday and Thursday with those mid-60s as high temperatures, but we will gradually warm back up into the weekend, and also we'll enter a nice dry period. Friday through next Monday looks like we should be sitting with some sunshine, so a nice change from this past weekend. Again, if you have questions, drop comment and I will do my best to answer, but I hope you all had a great Sunday, and I hope you have a wonderful work week ahead. Take care.